is that like our society tends to put the onus on the person who's struggling to talk. So it's like it's always messaging like, "Oh, I'm here if you ever need to talk. Reach out if you need to talk. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here." And when you're struggling with something like depression, like severe anxiety, an eating disorder, whatever it may be, uh, it's really hard to talk to start a conversation because you're dealing with something, and then there's a pressure to like talk about it, and because of the stigma and the fear of judgment, there's a lot of pressure around that conversation. And I think we need to change how we see that. There was interesting research done by Sea Change Ireland, and it said something like 53% of young people who are struggling with something wouldn't actively try and talk about it. But 7 out of 10 of those same young people would talk about it if someone else started the conversation. So that means like if I'm struggling, I mightn't talk about it, but if someone comes up to me and asks, is everything okay? Or are you struggling with your mental health? How are you feeling? Then I'll be more inclined to talk about it. So we need to switch the responsibility from the person who's struggling to the person who isn't struggling to start the conversation. And the way we can do that, to use the example from earlier, if someone asks you how you are, answer honestly. So today, for me, for example, I'm a bit tired. I just got back to Ireland. I'm feeling a bit scattered. There's a little bit of anxiety, but I'm mostly good. Rather than saying, I'm grand, that's actually how I'm feeling. And if we all did that very simple fix or just adaptation, say, um, then it kind of just leaves the door open to be like, oh, we can actually talk about how we're feeling. Like we don't just have to say we're grand. We can like, so if I say that to someone and I don't know they're struggling, but they ask me how I am and I tell them really how I am, then they'll be like, oh, I actually feel like this, or I'm struggling with this. And it's just such an easy fix that
Yeah.
could change a lot. And it's just about starting the conversation rather than waiting, especially when it comes to depression, waiting for the person with depression to start